Hey everyone, my name is Marcus and I would like to welcome you all to my Power Apps for Beginners step-by-step course. Now before I get started, let's quickly go through an overview of the course, what it covers, and who's it for. So this course is really made for anyone who wishes to learn how to create scalable and responsive applications that can be deployed on your mobile phone, inside of SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, and so on. And when I say anyone, I do really mean anyone. There are 0 prerequisites for taking this course. You really don't even need to know what Microsoft 365 is. You don't need to have an environment, any previous coding experience, or even knowledge of what Power Apps are. And for the coding part, we will be using ChatGPT and Bard to generate any functions that we will be using, which will take the concept of low code to a whole new level. And of course, the concepts and mindset that you will learn in this course can also be used for other low-code platforms. Now, the reason why we will use Microsoft Power Apps is because, in my experience, it is the most powerful low-code app-making tool out there. And it's completely free to learn, since we will create a free environment together where you can build and deploy apps that you create. And of course, from a Power Apps perspective, this course will be mostly for people who consider themselves beginners to intermediate Power App makers. But of course, even senior makers can refresh their fundamentals by following the course. As you can see, a whole lot of things will be covered throughout the course. We will go through how to create, style, and deploy a Canvas app. And for those who don't know, a Canvas app is a form of a Power App that you can fully design and control how it looks and works. Basically, you get a canvas that you can drag and drop components onto to make an app, hence the name Canvas app. We will go through how to package your app in a solution, how to add create, read, update, delete, also known as CRUD functionality to your app, how to connect your app to Power Automate, how to store data in Dataverse and SharePoint, how to publish and update your app once it's released, and much, much more. And so what's the point of the course? What's the purpose behind it? Well, the goal of this course is really to give you a toolbox that we together will fill up with the essential skills and tools that you need to be able to create any app you want. And the more apps you build, the more tools and skills you will learn, which will increase your efficiency and productivity when building apps. And you will also learn the mindset and thought process of a software engineer, how to approach tasks, break them down into smaller tasks, and then attack them one at a time. Now, before I get started, I just want to quickly go through how to best consume this course so you can get the most out of it. So all the lectures of this course will be on YouTube, and of course, it will be 100% for free. Every tool I'll use in this course will also be something that you can get for free. Every video will start off with the topics that we will be covering. So for example, in this video, we went through an overview, and in a minute, I'll show you how to get a free Microsoft developer environment. And the reason for this is, if you want to skip over some parts or if you want to skip forward to some part, then you can easily do that. And don't forget that on YouTube, you can speed up or slow down the videos in case I speak too quickly or slowly for you. And every video will have chapters or timestamps so you'll know which part of the video you're at. And if you have any questions, just write a comment and I will do my best to answer it. And lastly, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, I know all YouTubers say this, but if you want to follow the course and not start and then forget about it, it can be a good idea to subscribe, since I'll be releasing new chapters about once a week or once every other week, or maybe sometimes twice a week. Now let's get started with getting you that Microsoft environment so we can start building the apps together. So, to get a free developer environment from Microsoft, we go to Google and then we type in Microsoft Developer Program. We can select the first option here. Click on Join Now. And then here we can log in with our free Hotmail account. So it doesn't have to be, a Microsoft subscription account. It can be a free account. As you can see, I've already signed in with one, so I'm gonna go ahead and just click here. Otherwise, you just, type in the email, the password. If you don't have one, then you can create one. It's completely free. Click on sign in, verify my password. And so we get to this. So country, region, I'll go ahead and take Sweden. That's where I'm located right now. Company, here you can provide the company you work at, or it can be, any company. So I'll just write Marcus Leichenhold, AB. It's my company. Language, English. I do accept the terms. I would not like to be spammed. What is the primary focus as a developer? Not sold. Personal projects. And what kind of areas I'm interested in? Well, the Power Platform in this case. And then I'll also tick Microsoft Identity Platform. Now, I think no matter what we tick here, we're going to get the full developer environment. But I think this is just like for, statistics for Microsoft. So I'll just choose those two. And then click on Save. And now, once that's done, I'll get this pop-up. Set up your Microsoft 365 E5 sandbox. I will go ahead and take an instant sandbox, yes. Keep in mind, by the way, that if we do not log in to our environment within 90 days, so it's like, this kind of ticker where you have to log in at least once every 90 days or the environment will get deleted and everything in it will get deleted because it's a, developer environment. So just make sure that you're at least logging in once every 90 days to make it, refresh. Otherwise, if the environment is completely lost and you're just using it for, working and practicing on your Power Apps, then you can just, make a new environment. It's free. You can make a new one. It's no problem. So instant sandbox, next. Region is actually, we can keep the region here as North America for the data center. It can be fine, it won't matter. Admin username, can just call it admin, no problem. Password, can give it a password. Oh, it has to be one of those advanced long passwords. Okay, there it is. Yeah, your instance sandbox comes with 16 fiction user pre-installed. Nice. Okay, just go ahead and click on continue. And the next part here would be to give the phone number and send the code. Now, the thing is that I only have one phone number and I already have a developer environment. So if I enter my phone number here, it's going to say that I already have an environment connected to this phone number. So I can't, create another developer program, another developer environment. So, but what you need to do is just insert your phone number here, click on send the code, you'll get a code, you put the code in, you click on setup, and that will be it. Once that is done, you can go here. You will, and this is basically just the Outlook of my Hotmail account that I used to create the environment. You'll be getting an email like this one. Welcome to your new E5 Instant Sandbox. Click on here to go to the developer program dashboard where you will be able to find the login and password to your environment. Once you've done that, I can show you my environment here. It's already created, but basically you just go to office.com and then enter. It's the easiest way to get to your Microsoft 365 environment. Just office.com and then sign in. And then you will, of course, be logging in with the admin and the password that you have just created. And you will get this. Now, this is the landing screen for your Office 365 or Microsoft 365 environment. There's a lot of things that you can do here, but this is not, of course, about Microsoft 365. It's mainly about the Power Platform. So we will just go to the menu here, the 9-dot menu in the upper left corner. Click on it. Click on Power Apps. And here we are in the Maker Studio. Of course, you can go ahead and bookmark this. Otherwise, to get here, you don't have to go to office.com. Of course, every time you can just go to make.powerapps.com, and you will arrive here as well. And next we will go to solutions, where we will be building our app, and we can create a new solution here. Now I'll go through, everything in the next video of what the Maker Studio is, where you can find here what an environment is and what a solution is. But think of a solution as a packaging where you can put in all the apps and, the tables and database and all of that is related to the app in a solution, which is a box that you can then, for example, if you want to deploy to a different environment or deploy to a different tenant, you can download it and so on. Think of it as like a backpack where you put in all your cool stuff and then you can take the backpack with you and go somewhere else. So new solution, YouTube course. I'll call it that. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you call the solution here. It's just that, make sure it's a name that you can find it later. The app itself, or the multiple apps that we will be creating throughout the course, will be inside the solution. For the publisher, we can take the default publisher. Doesn't matter. Version is 1.0. Click on create. It will take a minute. Oh, it was quite fast. And it's fully loaded. So here is our solution. And then inside of this view, you'll be able to see everything. Once we create an app here, for example, you'll be able to see it here, dashboards and then everything. And then here in the left, here to the left, you can see there's a menu. And then from here, you can basically filter on the kind of stuff that you have inside of the solution. And that's it for the first video. In the next video, we will be creating our first app while learning about the Canvas App Studio and what you can do with it. Make sure to like the video if you found it helpful and hit the subscribe button to see more of this course. See you in the next one.